if you're lacking a bit of inspiration and you're not quite sure what to take a photo of next, because maybe you think you've taken all the pictures you can in your neighborhood, well, this video might just be what you were looking for. I might be able to help with that. Because I'm part of a photography challenge community based on Instagram, and we set each other themes to take pictures of various things. And I think we are completely unique, not just on Instagram, but in the whole of the photography community, because we have teams of photographers that compete against each other. So what happens is we set themes based on 3 different rounds, and the teams take their photos, and at the end of each round, they select their best 6 pictures to be put forward to the judging competition. And all of the base numbers of 6 pictures are then judged by a group of judges, and each picture gets given a point, and the team with the most points at the end of the round is the winner, and the team with the most points at the end of the 3 rounds is ultimately the winner and the best photography team on Instagram. It's that simple. In round 1 of the competition, we generally take a picture of an object. A tangible thing has to be included in the image. For instance, a bridge, a mailbox, a tree, something like that, something really simple, but it has to be included in the image. Round 2 is the technical round, where each photographer is expected to use a technical process in photography and take the pictures. For instance, ICM, panning, triptych, low key, etc. And round 3, which is what I'm interested in today, is taking a picture, which is fairly open. So the theme in round 3 is open, and today is all about trying to interpret a music, a song lyric, and that's what I'm going to try and get in this video. So how do you even go about trying to take a picture that represents song lyrics? Well, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Well, I've got my own ideas, but I'm not sure if they're right. So I think there's 2 ways of doing this. There's one way of doing it where you just take a picture and then you try to search for a song lyric that matches the picture. As an example, I'm stood by a phone box, a mailbox, and you could take a picture of this phone box and then try to relate that to Mr. Postman by the Carpenters. That would be really easy, and I think that's the nice, simple, easy way of doing it. And you could really ultimately use any picture you want, because there is a song lyric out there for every single occasion. I guess many of the songs these days or have always been about relationships, emotions, and things like that. But if you want to pick a tangible thing, you could still do it, take a picture and match it. But the other way of doing it, the way I thought I would do it, was have a song in mind and then try to find an image that interprets the song that's in my mind. And I've got two songs in my mind I think I could try to use. Come out into the centre of Lincoln and try to take the pictures. So I'm going to show you what I'm thinking and what those songs mean to me. For my first image, I'm taking a picture of the Prince of Wales pub, and it reminds me of the opening title song of the series Slow Horses by Mick Jagger. And the opening line sounds something like, "Surrounded by losers, misfits and boozers, hanging by my fingernails." That to me is a boozer. What I really want is someone to be stood outside the pub, and that could represent my misfits outside of boozers. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do my best. I'll just take some pictures anyway. I've got my 25mm lens on. I've gone for f1.8 because I want the fastest shutter speed I can. I think I'm on ISO 800. Let's have a look. Ooh, I'm all over the place here. See what my ISO gives me. I'm on 800, and yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to take a picture of the front of the pub. I wanted to go at an angle, but there's a massive, great big bus car vehicle thing in the way, so I can't really do it. So if I could get someone to stand outside of that pub with a cigarette or a vape or whatever, that would be perfect. So I'm going to take this picture, and then what I'm going to do is have a walk around and see if I can find a better composition, just so that you can see what I can do. Almost got that girl coming out. Oh, she's standing. Ah, perfect. That's my first image taken, and I did have in mind a song by Billy Joel called Piano Man, and for that I went out for the weekend to Stately Home in Derbyshire, thinking there'll be a piano in the building, and there probably was, but unfortunately when I got there, the place was shut, which is a real shame. But I did manage to take lots of nice photos around the grounds. So my second picture I've thought about is another Billy Joel song, but this one's Scenes from Italian Restaurant, and I found an Italian restaurant in Lincoln. I'm going to set the camera up and explain to you what I'm doing. In the song Scenes from Italian Restaurant, Billy Joel describes a couple of young kids, the popular kids at high school, who get together, they get married, they end up getting divorced, and they go their separate ways. Eventually, they get back together and they meet up in an Italian restaurant, and they reminisce about when they were young and about each other effectively. So this is an Italian restaurant. I've found a couple that are Brenda and Eddie, identical to the people in Billy Joel's song, and I think it works really well. I've taken an upright shot today. I'm on 1,000ths of a second, f1.8, 1/50 of a second. I really want to freeze any motion that this couple in the window have got. This is just street photography. And yeah, I wanted to get this shot now, and that's my second shot, and I think that'll work too, and it works well for me at least. What I'll do is I'll try and get a couple of other compositions with the camera off the tripod. That was my idea for a couple of photos that interpret song lyrics, just to get the song lyrics in an image. They're not fantastic pictures, they're not particularly great, but I've only had the shortest time to sort of think about it and prepare these images. And the forecast is very heavy rain anytime now, and it's starting to spit. So I've got a feeling that if I'm not quick, I'm going to get wet. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of video about me taking pictures of images that represent lyrics from a song. If you have enjoyed it, why not give it a like? That'd be ace. And if you like this photography content, why not subscribe to the channel? That would be great too. Thank you very much if you have already. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, by the way, if you're interested getting involved in our photography competitions, then just message me on Instagram and I'll explain to you all the details, because they really are fun. And as I said, I think they're completely unique, not only on Instagram, but in the photography world. You might know differently, but for this last 6 years we've been doing them, I've never come across any other sort of groups or things that have done anything similar. Thanks. Cheerio.